National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 San Francisco 49ers.
On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. His guys just 2 wins over their last 6 games. Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. And with that last reception, we have just witnessed an NFL record. He's gone over 1,964 yards receiving now on the year as he moves past 2012 Calvin Johnson for the most in one season in NFL history. When you think about it, for a league that's been around for over 100 years, that is no small feat. He's got a man complete. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now a 3rd down and 8. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number has probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
The Rams offense and Puka Nacua ready to take over once more. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They go play action here. Purdy. And incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little... San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone. It looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. And he fires one incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a fourth down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerome Jennings, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And 20 at the Rams' 30-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Purdy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. '49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 72 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the 49ers are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.